Hey everybody, Nasal Cactus here. Welcome back for another Spark of Rebellion opening. Booster box number 2 has come and gone. Unfortunately, I guess. Got some decent pulls out of it, but now moving on to just kind of this random collection. I've been doing 4 booster packs at a time, so I guess maybe this makes a little extra special video that we have a 5th pack in here. So, to use the sort of the Star Wars naming convention, it's a special edition of openings. So, I was able to grab these a couple days ago from a local card shop here in town that is unfortunately closing, but, went in and asked them what they had left, and this was it. So, hey, Han Solo rare leader card to start us off. I'm thinking once I get through with this set of packs, what I'm gonna probably do is I want to kind of do like a summary, I guess. Or there's a tiny bit of a spoiler for coming up in this pack. I mean, look, we didn't get a showcase off the top, so it remains to be seen what that hollow could be. But I'm never gonna say no to a hyperspace foil card. I feel like I've gotten a few in the towards the end of that booster box. I got a couple. I got a cunning hyperspace foil legendary, which was pretty cool. Not mad about that. So kind of nice to see another one coming up. The other half of my brain is, oh man, getting these hyperspace foils. Luck's got to run out sometime soon. Uncommons into the cartel. Spacer, Mon Mothma, a hyperspace rare to round that out. Regional Governor. I was talking about this card in a couple videos ago. It just seems like a crazy powerful card that you can name a card, and while this unit is in play, opponents can't play the name card. So if you get this out early enough, you could stop like a pretty powerful unit from coming into play. A legendary to follow that up. Change of Heart. It is one that I have already, but not going to stop it from being a nice pull within this. Foil common, hyperspace rare, Jawa scavenger. So not ideal, I guess, in terms of collectability or maybe even playability. And I'd have to really look at the mechanics around this card, but again, like I said before, hyperspace foil, can't be too mad about that. So not bad to have this be part of that pack. And I think I said in the last video, having a lot of hyperspace is definitely a flex. So, maybe one of these days I'll be able to flex and have all of those cards that I want, but we're not there yet. Cassian Andor, start us off. Rare leader. 2 rare leaders in a row. Interesting. Han and then Cassian. I was saying recently, too, that I feel like I've seen a lot of Cassian showcase cards get pulled, and by a lot, I mean like 2, which is more than I've seen of anybody else. I've seen one Grand Inquisitor get pulled. One, I think that was it. I've seen the Grand Inquisitor get pulled. I think Lothan. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name now. HS pulled a Cassian hyperspace, or sorry, showcase. I'm scrambling my brain by trying to think and read at the same time. But yeah, so I've seen a couple people get them. I have to go back and double check the videos to see who got what. I think there's another hyperspace coming up though. So Karabast is our first uncommon. Baze as our last uncommon. And then a rare hyperspace Saw Gerrera. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad about it. And then we got another rare. K2SO. That's a little crazy. I want to sleeve Saw, so I'm going to put that down for just a second and get through this rare. Foil common, TIE Interceptor. So a regular foil common, nice rare to get though. I'll put him up there with the legendary. Oh no. Internet, please forgive me. saw hit the floor. Luckily, it didn't take too hard of a fall. Didn't look like it scratched the surface any. Get him in a sleeve, so if something devastating like that happens again, it won't break my heart or make people very upset with me. Nice hyperspaces, though, to get out of that. And again, the 2 rare leaders. Nice way to start things off. I've been opening these like in pretty much the same fashion the whole time, even though knowing that the showcase is potentially the card on the very front. So when you flip it, it could be the very first thing you see. It's not there, but you know, it could have been in another world. Who knows? Maybe the other 5 packs, alternate universe Nasal picked, had a showcase in there. Isn't that just like the worst thought in all of this? Is like, what if I picked the other box? What if I picked the Pokemon pack that had Charizard on it? Would that have a Charizard on it or in it? I don't know. Maybe I should pick that. Maybe I should pick the one with Arcanine on it. I don't know why I'm picking exclusively fire types in this comparison. And also talking so much about Pokemon and Star Wars card openings. Got Protector, first uncommon. Ezra Bridger, next uncommon. Attack Pattern Delta for our last uncommon. First rare. Search Your Feelings. And our foil is a common, unfortunately. Where have I been putting these? These go up there. Jowl Scavenger. Okay. I mean, sure. Why not? Why wouldn't it be those? I'm not going to sleeve that right now. I guess there's a reason it's a common. So yeah. Oh well. I mean, look, shouldn't complain. I probably will. Am I seeing something there? It might be in the middle, so it doesn't really matter. It's not the showcase. Grand Moff Tarkin, Catacombs of Kadera. I do see something in the middle. That's probably the last common. Kind of figured out at least the layout of these packs. So you work your way through your commons here, and then the last common is where the hyperspace can land for those. So this next one, last common, Rugged Survivors. So then what I've noticed though is I think that hyperspace rares can fall in a bit more of like an in-between where you could get like one less uncommon and then the rare takes that spot. I don't know that for sure. I'm still figuring that out. General Dodonna, and it's soon to be coming to a fan-made limited series that I'm making. Tarkin Town, rare base. All right, a rare foil to round out this next to last pack. So nice double ending there. Hey, another K2SO. Doubling down on these. I'll wait to sleeve K2 after this. The rare Tarkin Town, though. Those rare bases are pretty nice. And I've said it a lot. I'm sorry. I'll probably keep saying it. Until I know how to play the game, I don't fully understand how those bases work. I don't fully understand how these like permanent bases work. But dang, Leia. I mean, look, glad to see you, but also would have preferred a showcase version. Bit of a bummer to end the 5 last packs from the local shop without the showcase, but it's okay. There will be more. There will be more packs. There will be more boxes. I'm positive. Hyperspace Academy Defense Walker. Go right up there. The Force is with me as our uncommon. Where have I been putting these? I don't even remember. Let's say it was up there. Pirated Starfighter. Last uncommon of the last pack. Underwhelming. That's a Freudian slip of Freudian slips for these. But we got a legendary in the last pack. Command. Not bad. I mean, I don't know the function of the card, but you know, legendaries are always welcome. I do have another one sitting just off camera, but you know, it is what it is. Mining Guild TIE Fighter. So, a little bit of a fizzle to go out on, unfortunately, but still, I like this set. So, I'm not mad about the general pulls from all of this. I like having the hyperspace foils, even if they are commons, still look nice. And that rare Saw Gerrera that took a nosedive, a good Rogue One character slash, you know, Clone Wars, and is Saw in Rebels? I should probably watch Rebels since this is all, you know, the spark of rebellion of the Rogue One Rebels, sort of in between prequel and original trilogy era storytelling. But yeah, I mean, look, 5 packs come and gone. That box, the box went so fast, and the 5 packs go so fast, which is really saying something when there are, I think, 16 cards per pack. Is that right? Yeah, 16 cards per pack. They can go by pretty fast. I mean, look, you effectively kind of lose 2 cards, I guess, if you wanted to say that. I'm not saying that as like a complaint. I'm not saying that the leaders and the token cards are wastes or anything. I like them. But, you know, to have those 2 off the top, I feel like you kind of miss out. I shouldn't say miss out. The 16 cards feel like a little bit less with those 2 cards is what I should say. But still, you know, a nice, again, smattering of cards that will go well into decks. So thanks again for watching, everybody. This special edition of random packs that Nasal had laying around. So I think next is the starter deck. I've been talking about it for weeks at this point. So definitely something that's going to be coming up here pretty soon. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, after that is going to be booster box number 3. So if if the math of showcases is correct, and they are 1 per 6 boxes, we will be getting closer to the first one. So, look, if I had the money for it, I would love to break a case of boxes. In all the time that I've played and collected, and I say the word play very loosely, I've really only ever played Pokemon with any sense of like, oh, I understand how to play this. But in that time, these booster boxes are the first ones I've ever done. And so I like being able to have that on my resume now, is breaking boosters. So, you know, maybe one step at a time. The first is the booster box, and then maybe when these videos get out there and just keep making these, maybe someday break a case. That'd be the next step. Break a case, maybe find multiple showcase cards instead of just one. But, you know, at this point, still chasing the first one. So thank you, everybody, for watching, you know, getting this far. If you've watched all the videos, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. Let me know what cards you're liking to see. Let me know what decks you're building. As I get into those starter decks, you know, obviously they're going to come as like pre-built, so it's going to give me everything I need. But I feel like I've got some nice stuff. Good cards. Maybe I don't have enough of them yet, but looking at the stuff that's out there on how to build decks, I feel like there's still some work to be done. I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty good spot though right now, so I really need to get into the meat of that and maybe make a couple of example decks, see where they take me. So anyway, once again, thanks for watching. See you soon.